I'm Mitch Sherman of the Omaha World-Herald. Nebraska football coach Bo Pelini and his staff are set on Wednesday to announce their second full recruiting class at Nebraska. It's a group ranked by the national experts at Scout.com anywhere from 25th to 30th in the country. Who are these players? Where are they from? You want to know more about them? Stay with us at Omaha.com as we introduce to you the newest Nebraska football players. From the same high school as first-year Nebraska assistant coach John Papuchis, Jason Ankra didn't play organized football until his freshman year of high school in Gaithersburg, Maryland. He's a speedy rusher off the edge you could see playing time next year at a position where Nebraska needs young depth. Nicknamed Superman, Rex Burkhead was the Offensive Player of the Year in Dallas as a senior. No small feat in a high school football hotbed that feeds the entire Big 12 conference with players every season. He totaled more than 6,000 yards in his career, playing just about everywhere on the field. A junior college transfer from the City College of San Francisco, which recently sent receiver Maurice Purify to Nebraska, Dijon Gomes is already in school and prepared to practice this spring. Nick Ash's high school coach in Keller, Texas, describes the offensive lineman as one of the most athletic players he's ever coached. Ash could play any number of spots at Nebraska after fitting at tackle as a senior in high school and guard as a junior. Jesse Coffey reminds his coach at Geyer High School in Denton, Texas as, quote, an old-school Nebraska lineman. He lined up for 3 years at right tackle and almost certainly faces a redshirt season in the fall to improve his strength. At 6'1" and 220 pounds, Dontravius Robinson is a big back who could perhaps fit in the mold of a Quentin Castile or Cody Glenn in the Nebraska backfield. Robinson could help Nebraska right away in short yardage situations. Andrew Green drew considerable interest around the Big 12 in recruiting, even enticing Oklahoma coach Bob Stoops to make a late visit to San Antonio. Green stuck with Nebraska, where he figures to fit well as a physical cornerback. Also, remember the name Aaron Green. Andrew's brother, a star running back, is on track in 2 years to rank as one of the nation's top recruits. Most recruiting experts rank Cody Green as one of the nation's top dual-threat quarterbacks. He threw for 3,200 yards and rushed for another 1,500 as a senior at Dayton, Texas High School. Green is on campus for the spring semester at Nebraska. Chris Williams tore his anterior cruciate ligament in Abilene High School's final regular season game last fall, but the middle linebacker is already back at work. This hard-hitting defender joins the Blackshirts at a fortunate time as Nebraska searches for athleticism and playmaking ability in the heart of its defense. A big-bodied receiver, Brandon Kinney, is ready to battle for open spots vacated by Nate Swift and Todd Peterson. Kinney is a junior college transfer from Fort Scott Community College in Kansas with 3 seasons of eligibility. J.T. Kerr spent most of his senior season injured and on the shelf, playing in only 5 games, but Nebraska already has depth at tight end, which will allow Kerr to take his time in learning an important position in this Nebraska offense. Thaddeus Randall has been a part of this Nebraska recruiting class since last May, and he fills a major need for the Huskers as a defensive tackle. Randall was a first-team All-State selection, quite an accomplishment in Texas. Taylor Martinez was the High School Player of the Year in California, according to Max Preps, and the top player in Southern California as determined by the Los Angeles Times. He quarterbacked Corona Centennial to a 15-0 record and a number 2 national ranking by USA Today. A first-year starter at prep powerhouse Long Beach Poly, Lazari Middleton brings experience in big game situations and impressive athleticism to this NU class. Cole Pensick from Lincoln Northeast High School is a hard-nosed lineman and twice a first-team All-Nebraska selection whose father, Dan Pensick, played on the defensive line at Nebraska 30 years ago. Nicknamed the Missile, Dijon Washington is described as a hard-hitting football player who will run through everything. He visited Lincoln in October to watch the Huskers lose to Missouri before his November commitment added a polished player to this class at an area of much need. Surprisingly athletic for his size, Brent Qualley stars in football and basketball in remote North Dakota and earned a scholarship offer on the spot upon meeting NU offensive line coach Barney Cotton last year. Yet another product of a big-time high school program, Jeremiah Searles picked Nebraska over offers from Oregon and Arizona State. He wasn't courted by home state Colorado, sure to make the Huskers' annual post-Thanksgiving Day rivalry all that much bigger for him. C.J. Zimmerer is the lone Omahan in this class and Nebraska's first fullback recruit since Dane Todd in 2002. Zimmerer earned first-team All-Nebraska honors last season as a linebacker. A playmaker out of talent-rich Southern California, Eric Martin pledged to join the NU class in the final days after taking a January visit to Lincoln. He picked Nebraska over several Pac-10 offers. And so those are your newest Huskers. Stay with the Omaha World Herald and Omaha.com. Follow us on the Big Red today, all through the offseason as we get ready for spring football to come in March and April. For the Omaha World Herald, I'm Mitch Sherman.